Flowers, an introduction. The simple beauty of a single flower has the power to fascinate, captivate, and delight us. Its fragrance can intoxicate, and it remains a wonderful gift to give or receive. The vast varieties of flowers that exist provide an exceptional burst of vivid and subtle shades of colours, inspiring a smooth transition from petal to paper for so many of our greatest poets, including Wordsworth, Tennyson, Burns, Swinburne and Coleridge. Among our readers are Richard Mitchley and Ghizela Rowe.
Go, Lovely Rose, by Edmund Waller. Go, lovely rose, tell her that wastes her time and me, that now she knows, when I resemble her to thee, how sweet and fair she seems to be. Tell her that's young, and shuns to have her graces spied, that hadst thou sprung in deserts where no men abide, thou must have uncommended died. Small is the worth of beauty from the light retired. Bid her come forth, suffer herself to be desired, and not blush so to be admired. Then die that she, the common fate of all things rare, may read in thee how small a part of time they share, that are so wondrous sweet and fair.
On a Faded Violet by Percy Bysshe Shelley. The odour from the flower is gone, which like thy kisses breathed on me. The colour from the flower is flown, which glowed of thee and only thee. A shrivelled, lifeless, vacant form, it lies on my abandoned breast, and mocks the heart which yet is warm, with cold and silent rest. I weep, my tears revive it not. I sigh, it breathes no more on me. Its mute and uncomplaining lot is such as mine should be.
My Darling Dear, My Daisy Flower, by John Skelton. With lule, lule, like a child, thou sleepest too long, thou art beguiled. My darling dear, my daisy flower, let me, quoth he, lie in your lap. Lie still, quoth she, my paramour, lie still hardily, and take a nap. His head was heavy, such was his hap, all drowsy, dreaming, drowned in sleep, that of his love he took no keep, with hey, lule, lule. With bar, 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 and bars, 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 she cherished him both cheek and chin, that he wist never where he was, he had forgotten all deadly sin. He wanted wit her love to win, he trusted her payment, and lost all his pay. She left him sleeping and stale away, with hey, lule, lule. The river's rough, the water's wan, she spared not to wet her feet. She waded over, she found a man, that hulsed her heartily and kissed her sweet. Thus after her cold she caught a heat. My lief, she said, routeth in his bed, I wis he hath an heavy head, with hey, lule, lule. What dreamest thou, drunkard, drowsy pate? Thy lust and liking is from thee gone. Thou blinkered blowball, thou wakest too late. Behold, thou liest luggard alone. Well may thou sigh, well may thou groan, to deal with her so cowardly. I wis pole hatchet, she bleared thine eye.
The Snowdrop by Henry James Pye. Hail, earliest of the opening flowers, fair harbinger of vernal hours, who darest unveil each silken fold ere Sol dispels the wintry cold, and with thy silver leaves displayed spread lustre through the dreary glade. What though no fragrance like the rose tincturing the zephyr as it blows? Thy humble flowers from earth exhale to scent the pinions of the gale. What though no hues of gaudy dye strike with their dazzling charms the eye, nor does thy sober foliage show each blended tint of iris' bow? Yet in thy meek unsullied grace, imagination's eye shall trace the glowing blossoms that appear proudly to paint the vernal year, and smiling Maya's blushing dyes, and jocund summer's cloudless skies, and autumn's labours which succeed to bid the purple vintage bleed, our hopes anticipating see, led on in radiant train by thee.
Lines on Observing a Blossom on the 1st of February, 1796, by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Sweet flower, that peeping from thy russet stem unfoldest timidly, for in strange sort this dark, frieze-coated, horse-teeth-chattering month hath borrowed Zephyr's voice, and gazed upon thee with blue voluptuous eye. Alas, poor flower! These are but flatteries of the faithless year. Perchance, escaped its unknown polar cave, e'en now the keen north-east is on its way. Flower that must perish, shall I liken thee to some sweet girl of too rapid growth, nipped by consumption mid untimely charms? Or to Bristower's bard, the wondrous boy, as amaranth which earth scarce seemed to own, till disappointment come and pelting wrong beat it to earth? Or with indignant grief shall I compare thee to poor Poland's hope, bright flower of hope killed in the opening bud? Farewell, sweet blossom, better fate be thine, and mock my boding. Dim similitudes weaving in moral strains, I've stolen 1 hour from anxious self, life's cruel taskmaster. And the warm wooings of this sunny day tremble along my frame, and harmonize the attempered organ, that even saddest thoughts mixed with some sweet sensations, like harsh tunes played deftly on a soft-toned instrument. Roots and Leaves Themselves Alone, by Walt Whitman. Roots and leaves themselves alone are these, scents brought to men and women from the wild woods and from the pond-side, breast sorrel and pinks of love, fingers that wind around tighter than vines, gushes from the throats of birds hid in the foliage of trees as the sun is risen. Breezes of land and love, breezes set from living shores out to you on the living sea, to you, O sailors. Frost-mellowed berries and third-month twigs, offered fresh to young persons wandering out in the fields when the winter breaks up. Love buds put before you and within you, whoever you are, buds to be unfolded on the old terms. If you bring the warmth of the sun to them, they will open and bring form, colour, perfume to you. If you become the aliment and the wet, they will become flowers, fruits, tall branches, and trees.